Hello, this is Kia, and you all know me as Bedroom Candy by Kia. I am here tonight. I'm doing my very first podcast, Get Candid with Kia, and I'm very excited. This is going to be a great opportunity for me to sit down with my friends here that's in the Magic City and discuss, of course, relationships and sex. I do have a few things that I have brought with me tonight in my bag that we will be discussing. So, this will give everyone an opportunity to ask questions about the things that I sell, but also, most importantly, to talk about sex, relationships, and the healthy and the not so healthy. But we're going to discuss everything. So, I thank you guys for tuning in with me tonight on this Thursday, a wonderful night, and I hope you all continue to tune in with me as well. So tonight I do have Mahogany with me.
Hello.
And I have Lamar. So I'm
Well,
going to let these guys introduce themselves and we're going to kick this official show off, Bedroom Candy by Kia. So Mahogany.
Hello. I'm Mahogany. I live here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm just kind of a local go-getter. I go on auditions, whatever is. Yeah, I just go for it. I said I am not turning down anything this year, so I'm just exploring different talents.
So welcome.
Thank
Glad
you.
that you were able
Thank you
to
for
join me
asking
on
me.
this adventure. And Lamar.
I'm Lamar. Born, bred, raised Birmingham, Alabama. Bred, born, raised that way. Also the owner of Life Touch Massage, local spa here in Birmingham, Alabama. Second Avenue South, down the street from Regents Field. Come see us. And I'm wondering what Kia has in his bag
Oh, my
over
goodness.
here.
Oh,
She
get
surprised
ready.
me. I'm excited about this first podcast.
And I think you guys are going to enjoy it because
Yeah.
this opportunity again for us to be able to talk about the things that I do sell, but most importantly, I want to talk about sex. So I decided for this very first show that we are going to be talking about the real prophylactic. The real prophylactic. So I had to talk about this. I think it's so important. We're still talking about it. It's a big thing in the media right now, but we're going to talk about all these sex dolls. We see them online. Everyone's talking about them. The guys seem to love them because, of course, they are, pretty thick. They are thick. However, I'm still like, but y'all gonna miss the real deal. But they keep saying they're not gonna miss us because they won't talk. So, what's your
Wow.
thoughts, Lamar? What's your thoughts?
Oh, I got to start first. I got a couple of thoughts though. My first thought was because as my businessman, just buying a whole bunch of them, putting them in the house and charging friends to come in. But no, honestly, I seen somebody on Facebook. It was a female. She was like, "I can't believe you guys are using these toys. I just can't believe this."
Right.
And what kind of man are you? If you'll sleep with that, you'll sleep with anything. Then the response was, and I thought this was very interesting. A guy responded, "Well, have you ever used a dildo?"
I was thinking that.
See, the thing is, when the dolls came out, you get a lot of flack from women saying, "I can't believe these guys sleep with these dolls." But I think women kind of been using dildos for a long time right about
Okay,
now. So.
but the doll is. They're saying that this is a replacement, and see, we're not replacing. We just kind of tied over. See, it's just.
You think it's? I mean, nothing can replace.
Nothing
flesh
can
and
replace.
blood.
I mean, but that's kind of how it was marketed, though. Am I lying?
Well, okay, so for the marketing that I've seen, it is almost like, this can replace that woman that you're tired of, or if you don't have a woman, which that's what sex toys are supposed to do. Not replace, but they are to provide you with additional fun in the bedroom between you and your mate or alone. Now, the way that they're going about it is almost like, get you a sex doll for your wife.
Right.
And it's
Right.
like, no, that's not going to work.
But now
But
you can have like a threesome without all the extra emotions and stuff.
hey, the way some of them guys was acting, Lamar, I think they were pretty attached to those dolls.
I know.
Because they were
And
real
They
serious.
do have a program where they can say a few different terms.
Yes,
Now
and
that's
those things
scary.
are pricey.
That's scary.
It can start to
That's
sing
too much.
and talk to you like
That's weird
Siri.
to me.
Yeah, and that's scary. I seen that.
Yes.
And they try to advertise it like a companion. Like this is your
Correct.
companion.
Right.
Some
so how
people
are the
need 'em.
prices? What's the price?
Okay, so my research, because I went into research on this. So for 2,500, that can get you the base. That's just a very thick
That's
body.
still a lot, though.
I mean,
It'll look like a woman. That's the base price,
That's the real
$2,500.
basic.
That's the
basic
basic.
one. That's,
now they have men too.
And they do have men dolls.
that's
Yeah.
See, now look, see,
She changed
look
it
at
up,
that. Uh-huh.
Okay, so the base price for a basic doll can get you one for like $2,500.
That's still a lot of money.
Okay.
I could make that back.
I
Like
was
10
gonna say-
people.
Yeah, that sounds
What you do, just
unsanitary.
one?
That just sounds nasty.
I'm sorry. I
I
think
just
that is
What
a
you-
very pricey piece of ass, plastic ass at that. $2,500. I'm sorry. I could do a couple of things with that.
Now
I
does
was
she
gonna
twerk?
say.
No, she don't. She just lay there.
Oh,
That's the
With that stupid
thing.
look on her face.
Right.
I thought they made
Hey,
something that twerk. Now if they made something that twerk.
Well-
2,500.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
just like that'll
No.
work.
No, because they get up like from 2,500 to like 30,000, 50,000.
30,000?
They get up pretty, like the ones that are
They
doing the
have to twerk.
talking and doing the movements,
Right.
they do get up and, very expensive.
Well, why? I mean, yeah, okay. So my question for you, Lamar, how do you plan on sanitizing
I ain't
this
thought that
brothel
through.
plastic house that you're gonna?
I hadn't thought that through. Cause
Gross.
see, I don't really know how it's like made. I don't know if it's
You
like a
know
cup
how
on
it's
the
made.
inside, you just empty and wash out, or I don't know. So
That's a good-
we'll figure all that out later.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Now, when I was looking over, again, doing the research,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of the dolls, you do have to make sure you clean them really well. I don't know if it comes with some type of special cleaning agent or what you have to use. But being what I know for your sex toys, you always want to use a mild soap and a
Soap and
warm water
Mhm.
when cleaning your toys. That's what I know. So, again, I just think it will be messy. I think for some men,
Messy.
I think it'll be
Mhm.
messy. I think it not only will it be messy, but I think she'll start having problems because I just feel
Who, the
like
doll?
I just think because it'll be bad cleaning habits. I just think it'll be bad cleaning habits, which would be bad for him. Meaning that if he's not cleaning after every use
Mhm.
or before after every use, before and after, that's gonna be problems. It's gonna be problems for him because if he's just coming in his doll
Mhm.
and not cleaning up, because you
Yeah.
have to use lube
Yeah.
Mhm.
with the doll. If he's coming in the doll, all this stuff is going on, she gonna be in bad shape. And then if he start like, I'm gonna let you hit it tonight, dog, come pick her up
Yeah.
for $10 or how much
Oh,
he
it's
gonna
gonna be more
charge?
than that.
How much would you charge, Lamar?
Oh no, I'm thinking like 100 a session.
Okay, well, you see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So if you do that and if it's not being clean, well, it's gonna be bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just what
You're
my
right.
2
I think
cents
you're
is.
right. They need to soak it in the tub. Can
Yeah,
you
there you
imagine
go.
finding her in the tub?
Right.
put it
They
in the
probably
bathtub.
will. Just let her sit there. Get it there, clean that out.
Where would you even store a whole nother person?
See, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
like,
she
would this be in the
she
closet?
can
Right.
no, she can just sit on the bed or sit on the couch or stand in the corner.
Now you got kids.
Well, you have to then you have to
goodness.
slide under the bed.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But yeah, if
That's
you
just
have
too
kids, you
much.
have to like tuck her away somewhere. But I mean, because it actually, I mean, you can design a lot of men are getting them designed to look like women that they had crushes on, or some of their celebrity crushes.
Now, see, that's what I heard
celebrity
about.
babes.
That's kinda
Like they're
creepy.
getting them
That's creepy.
to look like people that they like. You know,
But they've been
and
doing that with
fantasize
dildos
about.
for a while now, too, right?
Well, you
I've heard
can find something that is, what you as
You
a-
can get like
you
a
can get it
casting.
molded.
Right.
Yeah, molded, yeah.
And some men actually
I've heard this, but how do you, Leroy?
Right.
Come here. Can you go
Listen
down
to
here with me?
this.
Come on.
Hey,
now.
I think Leroy would be down for
No,
that
no.
if you pay him the right
No.
amount. You don't think so?
So I gotta pay Leroy and pay for the toy?
Yeah.
No, don't worry about it.
See, Leroy might travel a lot. She was like, baby, I
Right.
want something to, remind me of you
That's
while
a
you
good
gone.
point.
No.
Yeah.
You need to quit
So
traveling.
if that, my wife did that, I was like, yeah, baby, I go ahead.
You
and
hook
get
up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with that. Now that's actually
Off the
good.
chain.
I'm with that. I do like that now. If
That's a different scenario.
right,
wasn't-
that would be great for married couples. We may need to check into that, but set that up some type of way. Like, we can get this set up for married couples if this is what you're
Wow.
into. And it's a process. Like, I've actually watched a few videos of how they go into making them. Like, once you decide to customize your doll, you can choose their eye color, the color of their hair, the way you want their hands to look, the size that you want the penis to be. You can have all this stuff customized. Now, it's pretty pricey. Now, that's not a part of the base.
Of course.
So do y'all feel the same way about the men dolls?
I mean,
Wait,
personally,
wait, hold on.
let me say this. Me personally, I think the doll, and this is me. Hey, I'm
You know
all
you
about
want a
sex
Denzel
toys.
Washington doll?
Well, that's the difference. Hey, give me a Young Jeezy. We may talk about it.
No.
Me and
That
Jeezy on a
Jeezy
date
doll just
tonight.
came out.
Me and Jeezy on a date tonight. I can get with y'all later, girls. But no, I would say, to me, they look a little creepy.
Yeah.
To me, the male dolls do. I even think the women dolls look a little creepy. I think with men, naturally, that you all attracted, you first look at the physical appearance. I think that's why it's like, okay, this is, I can do this. Me personally, looking at the dolls, it's a little creepy to me when I look at them. And then if I know, like, it's standing over there or sitting on my bed just watching me, I'll be like, is this
Under
thing
the bed.
possessed? Right.
Your kids coming up like, who's this bitch under the bed, daddy?
Right. Like, is something going on?
What does the package look like? Is it already assembled? Is it come in a big old box?
Now
what?
they didn't, like, when you do have it customized, they'll send it to you. It's a full doll, so it's probably a huge box.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, that blows my mind.
So you will be totally
I'm just
against.
not- yeah,
totally
I'm
against
just,
them.
See, my
Do you
thing
use
is,
dildos?
I do have a collection.
Okay.
I do, and that's okay.
That is
However,
wonderful.
it is not molded to be anybody specific.
You
Right,
have no
got
idea
you.
that. You don't have any idea that. You don't know whose penis it is.
Who they said we gonna make this like mine today.
No, my issue is there are other things that the toy can't do. Now, if the toy can't move, if the toy ain't pulling hair, ain't talking crap, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just can't.
Okay.
I mean, now, if you ain't doing none of that, if you just laying there like with this blank look on your face, we can't. I gotta go
All right.
because it's creepy. You got to go. I'm sending you back.
Some women
What's the
just lay
refund
there.
policy?
Right.
Say
I
what?
found a video. I found a video, and this lady, she went through the process. It showed her, and I'm gonna try to find that, and I will post that. Okay, I'll post that to my Bedroom Candy by Kia page on Facebook and on YouTube, guys, for those that's listening. But there is a video where a lady, she shows going through the process of how she went through the process of choosing her doll.
So she got a man doll.
She has a man doll. She went through the whole process, like everything. It shows, and they actually showed when she got her doll and her having sex with her doll. And afterward, she was just like, "This is the best experience in the world." Like, she was very
She must have gotten it for free.
satisfied
She got it for free.
for doing the
Exactly.
interview. She was very satisfied, but I think she spent like $30,000 on her doll.
I bet he's short
It was
circuited by now, right?
right. It's pretty
30,000.
pricey. Right. She spent some
Wow.
money
Lifetime
for it.
warranty.
I mean,
Right.
who even has that kind of money to spend on something that wears out? I mean, that doesn't even. I don't understand
Yeah.
that.
And like one of the ladies that was on the video, she have sex with her doll on like the porn sites. Like, people like watching them actually have
She had to
sex
recoup
with these
that 30,000.
dolls. Right. She got to go back and get her money back.
Something. I just don't.
And then, like, when they were sitting on the couch, she would move his arm and kind of lean into him. It was almost like, she really is like, this my boyfriend. I was like, she felt like she made a connection.
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
You meet the perfect guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going well. I mean, y'all dating for months. You finally come over to the house.
Okay.
He cook you a romantic dinner.
Okay.
You open the closet. Then the plastic girl
Fall
falls
out.
out the closet. What do
No.
you do? Like, do you judge that man? Like, he's been single, though. He's been waiting on the right
I would
person.
say no. I would say no. I would not judge him for having a sex doll because I feel like he couldn't judge me for. I would not want him to judge me for having my toys.
But I'm just saying that's just a lot. Like if you've gone through all of that to order and select and all, that's kind of.
But see, here's
To
the
me,
thing.
that's kind of creepy.
You
I'm
just admitted
saying.
to having a collection of
I do.
dildos.
Yeah, but that's a collection of dildos. That is not a whole person standing in my closet. Like, to me, that's just creepy. I mean, like if he had a toy collection, pocket, whatever
pocket
y'all call
pussies.
them. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna
They
say.
got pocket pussies?
But
Yeah.
come on
They
now,
have
you
a-
know.
We,
No,
I mean,
I ain't know about that.
okay, so we would have to have a conversation.
What?
They have them. They have
And
we have a-
fleshlights.
Like you could put it in your pocket,
um.
carry it around with you.
It doesn't go in your. You can carry around
I
with
was
it.
gonna
Like
say, you
we
can take it
have
wherever you wanna take it.
I have massagers that you can actually store in your purse, and you wouldn't know if it was a lipstick or not.
Mhm.
I mean, now it's free reign for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is designed now to be very discreet. But when you see the pocket pussies, they're like a masturbation sleeve.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen a masturbation sleeve?
Now,
like
to
a-
me, that's more creepy than a doll.
A masturbation sleeve is?
No, a pocket pussy.
Why
Whatever
would
you
that be?
describing right now.
Well, it looks like it's
latex,
a
like a
the top
tunnel
of it,
kinda.
right? And the top of it, it looks like if you were entering into a woman's vagina, and it's just
Nah,
long.
give me a
So you wouldn't
doll.
be. You'll take the doll over that.
Yes.
Now, have you seen the doll? Have you seen? Now, let me ask you this: have you seen the dolls that have the that it's not the whole body, but it's the butt,
right.
That's creepy.
just the butt?
It's kinda creepy.
Yeah.
But
Just the
you
butt.
close your eyes and make it happen. I
Yeah.
mean,
And those things are kind of pricey too. Just the butt part, those start to get pricey, like $200-$300. Sometimes you can find them a lot cheaper. But I will say to those that are listening, I'm all about a health tip.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure before you buy those dolls or what pocket pussies, whatever you're buying, make sure you check your ingredients of what they are made on. And this is just me going into my consultant mode.
right,
They need to
Because
be organic.
well, you want to make sure that they're body safe silicone.
right.
Because overseas, a lot of items are made. I'm sorry, I'm so into my mode right now.
Right.
A lot of the products are made out of items that are different plastics,
Yeah.
and those plastic can be harmful to you because some of
Very
them
true.
are like cancer causing.
Oh,
Because
wow.
they're made out of like I can't say it. Polyurethane or
Yeah.
all these different things. So you want to be cautious of that. And then if they're made out of certain plastics, those
Right.
plastics can break down over time. And if you're using it and it has those little microscopic tears in it, little
Mhm.
cracks,
Mm-hmm.
bacteria can sit up in there. So I ask a lot of ladies when I'm doing parties, is your massager making you sick?
Yeah.
Because you can think, oh, I ate something and now I have a yeast infection. But, you have to think back, okay, well,
Right.
when last time you used your vibrator? Because if that's the case, it can make you sick. So that's something you want to
I
remind.
mean, plus some people are
Just
allergic to
mindful of.
latex.
That's
You
true.
know, so yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
make sure it's not.
So
that
you
would be
have to
bad.
check.
a whole sleeve
you-
because you're whole
right.
anyway.
So where can they get healthy cleaning tips? Is that on your website?
That is on my website. Healthy cleaning tips. As always, we do have a cleanser that we do have for bedroom candy. But
What's
always
the website? Let the public know. what
The
website is.
the website is shop.bedroomcandy.com/7734.
Like COM.
Mm-hmm.
Please
C-O-M,
verify
not
that.
C-U-M, C-O-M.
Okay.
Candy, keep it classy.
Yes. Exactly. Very
But
good.
yes,
Yeah.
so that is just some of those things that you want to be mindful of. Make sure that you're cleaning your toys before and after every usage. If you don't have a cleanser, a mild soap and warm water, and set it to the side and let it air dry.
So not just Clorox wipe.
No. No.
I know
You
people
try
out
Don't
there,
do.
like,
No,
washing they-
no,
I mean,
not,
that's supposed to kill everything. Right?
No,
It's gonna
that
kill
can be
everything, all
bad. Right.
Everything gonna die.
Dried
okay?
out, clean up. Who wants
Everything is
this?
gonna die.
Right.
Everything is
Don't use Clorox wipes.
Sandpaper. Right. Don't
No.
use it.
Please.
Should I say stop using Clorox wipes?
Stop using
Oh,
them. Right.
my
And just
God.
use warm water. So
Or
I
rubber
think
alcohol.
one of the things I did want to make sure just kind of piggyback off of, like you said, I would, if what Lamar was saying about if you went over your man's house and the dog fell out, even if I popped up over there, I'm not going to say pop up, I don't want to sound crazy, but if I went to his house and he had a dog, I would actually have some questions. I think that's a great communication tool.
Like, what kind of questions?
Well,
Like,
I would
you
have
got dildos.
questions like, no, my questions would be like, did you get her made yourself? Like, what is it like? How often do you use
So
it?
now you're trying
Are
to
you-
get into his psychology.
Right. Like, I want to know the details. Like,
This is
you know.
a double standard.
no,
I
it's
gotta
but,
stand
no,
up for you.
my
Well,
questions
no.
aren't in a bad way.
Yeah.
No.
Mine aren't bad. Mine are just wanting to know, okay, what was it like? What did did you get your dog to look like someone? Or
So
did
let
you,
me ask you this.
or,
Did
you know.
men ask y'all that many questions about
Yes,
your dildos?
I get questions.
Yeah.
You would be, if I will pull out this, well, matter of fact, I have my phone out right now. If I ran through my DMs between Facebook and Instagram,
Mhm.
you would be like, I know a lot of pervs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about the man that you're with, though. Not just people on
Well,
Facebook
and
and
not
Instagram.
just
Did
like,
they, well, how many times you use this? Did you have this customer?
like they
ask
will
you
ask,
that?
they will ask
would.
those questions. I get a
Really?
lot of questions about, do you use all your products? That's one.
I mean,
of
that's a
mine.
normal question.
That-
I mean, but
that's
like
normal.
specifically about the
That's still-
dildos, like
They ask questions how often you use it.
Mhm.
Do you always use it by yourself? They ask the questions of.
See, they might be asking you that to get like a little mental turn on, though.
That's
Well,
true.
that
And
too.
That's,
See,
See,
probably
that's
why
different
they
from
ask.
why you asking. You
Well-
asking to see if he crazy.
No, I'm not. That's the
Well,
thing.
You trying to
I'm
see
not.
how
No,
crazy
I'm
you
asking-
were.
Go,
under you.
well,
Yeah.
if you go to a chick's house and her dog fall out the closet, what you
Yeah.
gonna say? First of all, you gonna be feeling some kind of way because you think it's a dude.
No. See. If a dog came out, she's been single. I completely understand that.
Mhm.
Give me a break.
I
I
do.
understand it as well.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
completely
I
understand
just
it.
Cut it out.
I'm very analytical. I'm gonna ask questions because I want to know. Okay, so does she look like somebody? What made you say, okay, this is how I want her to look? Especially if I start looking at her and then my body frame is completely different from hers. I'm gonna say, well, she's very thick. I'm not that thick. I'm gonna be looking at things like
Mhm.
that because again, I feel like with men, you all are very visual. And so I want to know those questions, not like thinking he's a creep or something. It
He
wouldn't
will
be
though,
that.
because like I think if it was me and my dog fell out and you start asking me all these questions,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, now she thinks I'm creepy.
So what would be the best thing to say? Would it be like, okay, I seen your dog, she cute. What should I say?
Yep.
And keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
No other questions.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to know anything? You wouldn't want to tell me anything about her or
For
ask
what?
any questions?
To me, it's a dog.
Okay.
It's like it's obvious what it's for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
like
But
you
see,
know what
this
this
is my
is. You know what
thing.
it's for. I've been single, and I'm trying not to be
Right.
out in these streets. So I
Right.
got me a dog. Now
That's a
I
good
found you,
thing.
and hopefully I won't need to use you.
But this is my thing. Guys throw females away all the time. And so why do you have this doll? Why have you spent all this money on this doll when you can just go call Keisha and,
Well, that's the
and
thing.
hit
That's
it and quit it?
dangerous.
Oh,
It's dangerous to
Oh,
go
okay.
call Keisha after she done been with all
But-
these dudes.
okay. You don't
Well,
know who
that is
Keisha
true.
been with. Keisha might not have been. Keisha
So,
might not have been out
I guess
there like that.
will start bringing on to, all right, Keisha been out. But when you get with Keisha, just start using some rubbers.
I mean, you got to do that anyway. I mean,
Right.
because
Right.
I mean, that's the policy. Like
Right.
that's on the paperwork. Like you need to
Gotcha.
do that. But I mean, like I said, you throw females away all the time. I mean, I'm not saying you.
No, don't say that. We do not
No.
need Miss Lamar.
No.
Because I'm going to say it.
No, but I'm saying guys, and I mean some females do that. I mean, they have a guy that they use to take them to eat. They have one that they use when when it's late night and they lonely. They have one that they need to lean on their shoulder.
I'm taking notes.
This,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
but
You already know all of
but
this.
What
Cut it
about
out.
that other dude?
Look.
Go keep going.
I mean, there's
You got the one to creep in that late
I
at
mean,
night.
seriously.
Okay.
Come
there
over
you
at
go.
2.
You know, I mean, seriously, you got one that's that you can borrow money
Don't cut
from.
the grass.
I mean,
My grass ain't been cut.
You know what
you
I'm
coming
saying?
over
and
on
he's gonna come
Tuesday?
do it.
Mhm.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Don't
like
give away all
I
our
can't-
secrets.
Yeah, okay.
No,
My
nope.
goodness.
Keep going. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, everybody has that one person, maybe two, that they could call. And you ain't got to go buy no doll. I mean, you trust her and she trusts you. You know what I'm saying? And y'all using protection anyway, because that's the safe. I mean, that's what we push in the safe
But
sex,
can we
right?
see? This is where the double standard comes in. You keep saying I don't have to buy a doll, but
Right.
you have a collection
Right,
of dildos.
and I do, but I don't have a whole person in my closet.
It's
So
not
you'll
a
be
real
careful.
person.
My person ain't gonna fall
Okay,
out.
Okay,
so you'll
let's-
be careful. You'll be okay if it was
Right. If he has a collection of toys, like I said, make it happen. Whatever works for you.
Because it's a blow up doll.
But if it's a whole person
it's
and
just a
you
big
done
plastic.
designed
You got a
her
little
to look,
plastic and he got a big plastic.
that's
That's
weird
all.
to me though. That's just kind of creepy. Like
Mhm.
like I've probably seen
So,
too
well,
many
let
of
me
those like
ask you
HBO
this,
specials
Mahogany.
where they want to dress up in furry costumes and stuff like that. I mean, you know,
You don't dress up in fairy costume?
and people no.
I have a couple.
And people having sex with their car and stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen too much of those.
Right.
My Strange Life or whatever.
Right.
I've seen too much of that.
Right.
So that's probably where I am.
So what about this? This is gonna take it to another level. She probably gonna freak out when I say this.
All right.
So what if you met the guy of your dreams? You all
Mhm.
are spending time together, laughing. This is my friend. You coming over to his house. Y'all are spending time together. It's wonderful.
This is a long description.
And you open up the closet, and what if the doll looks like you?
Now that is creepy.
What would you
That
say?
is so creepy.
What if
I
the
don't-
doll? What if you?
I
Would
would
you?
probably
What would you
scream
think
first.
about him if it looked just like you? What if you was like mahogany? What if it? What is the name of those wax figures? The Madam whatever. What
Madame
if?
Tussauds or
yes.
something. Yeah, I don't know.
What if the doll was
That would
exactly
be
like
so
you?
creepy.
Would you think he
First
was
of
a
all,
stalker or something?
it's hard to duplicate this hair. First of all, no, but that would be creepy. I mean, I would probably scream for real.
Would you continue to talk to him if he looked exactly like you, or would you just?
I would
let it
have.
go?
I would have some questions. That's just stressful. I
I
don't know.
agree. Now if the
That's
doll
really
look
weird.
now if I go to a chick house and she pull out a doll that look just like me and we ain't been kicking it like that for real, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, how
that's-
long you had your eye
I
on me?
know,
Right.
seriously. You've been
Like-
stalking me like this
Right.
is-
See,
So
that's
you been
my
having sex with me before.
right. Right before
See?
y'all got together.
And
She
she
been
finally
cooking
got
the
you
whole
where she wants you.
Yeah, like run.
He's here. I know, seriously. Scream and run.
Yeah, like
Wow.
it's
yeah,
been
that's-
real.
Right. So that's
That's
what I'm
a
saying.
lot.
Do you continue to talk to her? Do
So
you
what
let
would
her
you
go?
do, Kia?
I would just be like, hey, I found Nikhil in the closet, but I'm gonna have to go. Cause I
Yeah.
would think seriously something is going on.
That's
if-
stalkerish.
Yes,
Honestly.
that's a
That's
whole
stalkerish,
nother
yeah.
thing going on, and then you see this, and you
Mhm.
like, and you
I
almost I
mean-
like how he's manipulated his way to pull me in,
Yeah.
the real me.
See, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Yeah.
So
see,
that would be a
But
whole
now,
nother level.
on the same token, if y'all been talking and it's and he wants to, I got a surprise for you. I want to show you, and he pulls it out, and I may be flattered. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
if there's a different spin on it,
Yeah.
then I might be flattered. But otherwise, I'm creeped out.
Right. Now that's when I would be creeped out.
Yeah.
But if
But what
I
if
mean,
it-
if it's
what
a
was the-
discussion,
Okay, now, all right, so back to the celebrity bay.
Mhm.
Now,
Beatrice. Oh.
what if, right, exactly. So what if you had one that looked like him? Or like if I mean, I would think I would start questioning myself if I had a doll that looked like
Yeah.
Jeezy. And y'all know I love Jeezy. Everybody out there know I love young Jeezy, people that know me.
Right.
And I would start to think, Nakia, have you gone too
I
far?
know, Yeah.
Cause you got a dog that look like Young G.
Right.
Mhm.
I'd be concerned about you. I'd be like, do we
I
need
would
to
start
go and
thinking
talk?
it. Like, have I gone overboard?
Yeah. I'd be.
But let me ask you this: when you're with your dildo, are you thinking about someone?
Absolutely.
That is a good question.
What's the difference?
And well, the difference with that, I guess, because you start to use your imagination more.
Okay, but now I don't have to.
You don't have to. So again, see, that turns it around again.
Right.
So if you are thinking about your celebrity crush or whoever it may be, or whoever you're crushing, or whoever your doll look like, so that will put another spin to it.
Right.
Because then it takes it back to, okay,
Yeah. That's.
What am
And then I
I
got
supposed
another
to do?
question just for like more info.
Okay.
So is it multiple people you think about, or is it just
Absolutely.
that it is?
I do. I mean, I
Okay.
don't. I can't
At that
speak for
time,
you.
at that moment, it's like
Right.
you might
Right.
jump from this dude to that dude to.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it most like sometimes I find myself going back to old flames?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like guys I
because you
really
remember how they made you feel. That's
Right.
absolutely right.
Mhm.
But it's that other one that you met. He fine too. Wonder what. Oh,
Y'all ain't
I'm
had
Right.
sex yet.
Right.
Exactly.
Now those are
I
always the
wonder.
most interesting
Right.
when you start to think about
Yeah,
them.
but you don't know, and so that kind of that bubble kind of
Right.
kind of bursts, and then you move on. But absolutely.
Hmm.
You are analyzing me now. Don't do
No,
that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't judge anyone.
That was
Right.
your
One
thinking.
And
thing-
this
today.
is right.
One thing that I've
He's
learned
taking a lot
from,
in.
Right.
especially from my job,
Right.
is that people are people.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Like everybody does whatever. I don't judge people
Absolutely.
because I kind of I try to understand people from whatever level they come
Right.
from.
Right.
Right.
So I don't judge anybody on it.
And that's a good thing to be because that keeps you comfortable with them as well.
Mhm.
Because it's not fair because people are who they are. They
Yeah.
like what they like, and it's not fair to judge. That's one of the things that we say all the time when I start my party. This is a judge-free zone.
Right.
Mhm.
We are here to have fun, talk, and this is a learning lesson. Like we're having a conversation, but I feel like I'm also learning things. I know that Mahogany does not go for the sex dolls.
Mhm.
She's not for them.
Mhm.
So I understand that, and you could be okay, kind of all right about it.
Mhm.
So it's a learning process, and if you're not willing to communicate and listen and take in what a person is explaining about what they feel about something,
Mhm.
it's just what do? It's no way to. You can't judge them for that because they're just who they are. You are just who you are. So you have to make everything work. So
Agree to disagree.
yes. Agree to disagree. So, okay, I have a little item in my bag tonight.
Mhm.
And this still goes into talking about the sex dolls. But, of course, we're going to now talk about sex toys. Okay?
What you got in that bag?
Oh, yeah. We have our toy of the night. Toy of the night. So I'm going to eventually take a picture, and once this broadcast, everyone will have an opportunity to see this toy. It's one of our best sellers for bedroom candy. And I like to, bring these things out. And when you all see it, I want you to tell me what you think about it. What's your first thoughts?
I'm gonna scream. I'm just.
Don't scream.
Is it the rabbit?
It may be something
Wow.
similar to the rabbits.
Mhm.
Is that the rabbit?
This is the bunny, so this is close to the rabbits. Okay? So I thought, hey, I had a couple of things I wanted to bring, but this here is one of my biggest sellers. So looking at this, I'm going to let you hold it. It's been cleaned.
So it's been used?
It hasn't been used, but I did have a party last night and ladies were touching it. So
Oh,
I
okay.
make sure I clean all of my toys
Okay.
after being handled. And it's not my personal property, y'all. This is toys that...
So this hasn't been in use.
No, it
Oh,
has
my
not.
God.
These are all demo items.
God.
But that's a good question. You do want to ask those questions. So looking at the bunny, you love it. What do you think about this? You hear how it crank up? It sounds like a car when it crank up, huh?
So it has
Different speeds.
Different speeds.
Very good.
Mhm.
That's something you want to look for in a toy.
One part is a dual stimulator
Yeah. So this stimulates the clitoris.
or the anus.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
said, okay.
This can be used as an individual toy,
Mhm. You pass it to
and
another.
it can be used as couples.
Mhm.
So of course,
Oh,
the
so you
male.
can turn the bunny
Yes,
part off
the
or
bunny
on.
part will do its own thing, and this part will do its own thing. It's a dual
Wow.
stimulator, so you can have both ends.
So
What you
this
mean,
is
how
probably
you
about.
use that as a couples? As a couple?
Oh, the man will use it on his woman.
Oh, okay.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. There's a new thing in town. Well, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in another show. This is a great conversation. You see how I went into that? It's a new thing in town, y'all. It's not really
Absolutely.
new, but it's a thing in town, and For the bunny, you'll love it. Again, this toy, individual play, or you can use as couples play. It's pretty heavy.
It is heavy.
I think most people that are into dual stimulation
So
is
do you
great.
like put a condom on that first? Or?
No, because it's yours. But you do want to use a lot of lube.
That don't seem right.
You want to use a lot.
Why?
You don't have to put a condom on it. Because, again, it's body safe silicone. It goes in, lube it up really good.
Oh, okay.
A lot of lube.
Right.
Put
So
some
what
lube
kind of
on it.
battery is it?
This here is battery operated. You're going to use AAA batteries.
Mhm.
4 of them.
And that's your best-selling toy?
This is one of the best selling toys. For this, turn it off and on. Then again, these here will do different pulsations and different vibrations. Each
So if
stimulator
I
will
get
be.
that from my wife, I'll probably never see her again.
You'll see her. She be like, "Come here, hold this for
I
me.
know.
Hold this for me." You'll see her.
Would you be included? I mean,
Right.
like this is
What if she said, "Hey,
Right.
let's
Come on,
use
would I
this
use a
tonight"?
sex toy with my wife?
Right.
Yeah.
So if she said, "Let's use
So
this
you
tonight,"
would
she'll be
see her
okay with
again,
it.
right?
You'll see her.
twice a week.
Would
I'm
you
just-
be against this one, or you'll be okay with it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
I
that's cool.
think that would take it to another level.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A very different level.
Mhm.
A very different level. And as long as you know
'Cause
that
I'm all
you're
about
good.
foreplay. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
that, to me, I can
Right.
start something like that.
Right.
and
Right.
then
Right. I think
I'll
it's
put it
good
in
that
threesome.
everything moves. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
some toys, the stimulator does not vibrate.
Right, and we do
so
have some
it
like
makes it
that.
kind of boring. So
Right.
yeah.
So you
Um,
got a lot of them.
She has
That's why you can't share
collections.
some folks your business.
They use it against you.
I'm
So-
bringing my dog next time.
Sit up over there. Sit down over
Get
there.
her
What's her
opinion
name?
about it.
Right.
Exactly.
Sit down
What
over
you
there.
think about mahogany?
Sit down. Right. So for this is a lot of ladies purchase these.
Right.
A lot of guys purchase these for their girlfriends or their wives.
Or
Again.
themselves.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were getting into. I'm sorry I got off that. But it is a certain thing called pegging.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Pegging. The new craze that's going on. Have you heard the story about Gabrielle Union and D. Wade in her book?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So pegging
Inform me.
is men are
D-Wade uses
starting. I don't know if he used this one,
Right.
and maybe we need to find
For
out if not,
himself?
because I can send it to him. But let me say this.
Hold on, all
Well,
right.
let me go into it. I'm gonna call her agent. Hey, do y'all need some hardware? But so pegging is men are allowing their wives or their girlfriends to actually stimulate them anally.
Mm-hmm.
So Gabrielle Union does that to D Wade.
Yes.
Damn.
She talked about it in her book. Now I don't know all the details, and I'm gonna pull that. I gotta find this
He
in
let
the
her
book.
put that in the
You
book.
know what?
Well, yeah, she wrote about it in her book.
Right.
But it's
So
a
what
lot
she
of.
do? She use a vibrator on D Wade.
Well, I think she's doing a lot of tossing of the salad. I think that's what her thing is. But I'm gonna do my full research and be able to follow up with this. And
So
again, we'll
Gabrielle
find this.
Union tosses D Wade.
Yes!
Oh my
You haven't heard of this?
No.
And she talked about it in her book. Now, and I was gonna buy her book, and everyone said, "Hey," it was almost like when I started reading more about the things that people were saying, and maybe that's my thing. I need to come out of that and just read it on my own, borrow someone's. And once they started talking about that, I just didn't get into it. I didn't worry about it. But
But that's them though.
This
You
is
know,
Right.
every couple is
Right.
And you know
so-
what? My slogan is sometimes you don't know what you like until somebody does it.
right.
So she was
Right.
stimulating something and it set him off and it was all good.
It's
and
Pandora's
like, hey, do
box.
that again. Exactly.
It's Pandora's box.
If
Now-
your man like it, I think you should do it. I don't care what it. I mean,
And not
I'm
judge him,
just
because
So
a
if he
lot
like
of
sleeping with dolls. Yeah.
see, but she on the fence.
I mean
She
that's
on
just
it, but
weird
she's
to
not
me.
real
I
on
don't
it.
know.
So you
So
ain't with everything.
That's
Right.
just weird. I mean, if a brother got $2,500 to waste or $30,000 to waste, we can do something else with that. We can take a vacation.
yeah, you can take a few vacations.
And I'm flesh and blood. I'm not plastic and latex.
Mm.
Body safe silicone.
I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying.
But y'all wear out though. No, just playing. No! Look,
No, he didn't.
Oh
Hold on,
no!
Pete. You outnumbered.
Uh-oh.
And you about to get beat
Well,
up
okay,
now.
so so with Thad is actually our he's our sound guy.
Yeah.
So hi Thad. So the thing is, again, with men, a lot of times they don't confess and talk about a lot of things that they're into sexually because they are concerned whether or not their mate or lover is going to judge them. That's
so
one of the
naked
things.
and unashamed. It was
Right.
a book. You ever read that book?
I've heard of that, but
It's
yeah.
a book called Naked and Unashamed.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't limit that to men because there's a lot of women
Right.
who don't also want to come clean about what they do.
But see, they come clean with Ray Ray. Ray Ray do something different for us. Ray Ray have you doing everything. It's just some men can bring certain things, and maybe I shouldn't say
That's
Ray
true.
Ray, but Derek can do it too. Some men will
Ray
bring,
But yeah,
will
they
bring,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I would say to my listeners is this: is certain men will bring out certain things in women, and certain men won't do, can't do that. But a lot of times that I have found in doing Bedroom Candy, being a consultant, is that women aren't willing to tell their partners that. Like the one, your husband should know what you like, but you don't want to tell him that.
Why?
And a lot of times they don't tell that because they don't want their husband thinking they a hoe. They already done got married based on, being on
That's
this
exactly
pedestal.
what you want him to think.
But you do. You want to be his hoe. Hey, maybe that sound, you want to be his hoe. I mean, because ain't that what most men want? You want a woman in the streets and a freak in the sheets. So why wouldn't you be your man hoe? I'm all for that,
Straight
I
up.
think we need to get in this society. Everybody's so repressed, sexually.
And we
true.
do it to
You know,
ourselves.
we
And,
do.
Right, we do it
That's
to
true.
ourselves. But I think it also starts as we are younger. Like, this was a conversation I had last night. It's like when growing up as a young girl, as a child,
Right.
and especially once you got your menstrual, the first thing is, okay, now you can get a baby. It it's embedded in you early. Not to say, okay, you're gonna have these urges. You're gonna want to have sex.
Right.
Sex is good when you're having sex with someone you care about and have a connection. You're not taught those things. It's immediately. You go out and you have sex with these people, you're gonna get, it's bad. Of
I
course
think it's
it brings
a
on.
cultural thing too.
It is.
Like black folks are like way more conservative than the
and that
media
is
would put
crazy
out.
to me.
But we are like way more conservative.
Right.
Than
But
I
when
think
that button
it
is
should be-
pushed, though, it's on. you know?
Right. And I mean,
Literally.
right. So I think and when you're sexually empowered,
Mhm.
it's not about just going out having sex with a lot of people. You want to be able to have sex and know that there are consequences and have healthy sex. And it's
Healthy
about
sex, yeah.
knowing your body as well. Some women, 50 and probably still haven't had an orgasm. And that's real.
Like
You
to
can-
me, honestly, if you're a grown woman and you've never masturbated, I find that weird.
Right.
A lot of women won't do it
Yeah.
because
I find that
it's
really weird.
well,
Yeah.
and a lot of times because it starts so early that you're not supposed to touch yourself. Like, don't touch yourself.
Right.
Don't
you
do
have
this,
to
don't
know
do
when, though. I mean, or where. 'Cause I
Right.
think that's kind of the thing. You catch your kid or you catch somebody doing it somewhere that they shouldn't, you in class, and that's your soothing thing. So
Right.
of course you can't do that in class. You're in
Right.
kindergarten. Oh, Lord, we got to
Right.
call your mama.
Right.
You can't do this, Jimmy. You
Right.
know.
That's actually a good
Yeah.
conversation too because someone that was at a party, she was a teacher, and she was saying that one of her students sometimes will touch themselves. And I was like, well, you have to keep in mind, if you like babies, at a certain point, little boys or little girls as toddlers, they're gonna keep their hands in their pampers.
Yeah.
Because as you're growing, every part of your body is growing.
Right.
and everything is being stimulated. So of course
They're
they're gonna touch
curious.
themselves. They're
Yeah.
curious, and that's their bodies. You know, it's not.
And it
I mean, they
feels
have
good
nothing
to
about
them.
sex.
Right.
It's just their. That's what's going on.
Right.
That's just that, and that's just how the body works.
Right.
So I think when everyone find themselves and they're sexually empowered, know what they like, looking at yourself, like, I always say that. Look at yourself, touch yourself, grab a mirror, look at yourself every week. Grab a mirror, touch yourself, taste yourself like, oh no, I ain't finna taste myself. Well, you want Derek to taste you. So why you won't taste
That's a
yourself?
new
And
one.
Derek wants to.
That's a
I'm
new
just
one
like-
right there.
What?
Tasting yourself.
Why wouldn't
That's
you?
very new.
I mean, I'm just saying, you want Derek
So
taste
you taste
me.
yourself
Derek
before?
wants
I have.
What you taste
I mean,
like?
I think it's like
You
magic.
are doing so many
It's
extra
sugar
things
crystals.
right now.
It's wonderful.
Sugar crystals.
Yes. It is like divine intervention. It'll bring a whole nother life over yourself.
But that's not a bad idea.
But I'm telling you, it is very important that when you are having, when as women and men, how would you not want to know what you taste like, but you want your wife to know what you taste like? But then, guys get it offended, like, oh, well, she won't
Right.
swallow my cum. Well, when the last time did you taste it? Maybe it tastes bad. Have you
Now,
had
my
your
wife
water?
likes to use like Hershey's syrup.
Okay, that's
Wow.
good.
I thought it was weird at first, but
No, that's not weird. No. Because
She was like- I was like,
well, keep
Hershey's
this in mind.
syrup?
Let me
She was
tell
like,
you
yeah. I was like,
this.
okay.
Think about this.
Whatever works for you.
Right. Think about
you, girl.
this. Right. That's a new one.
Mhm.
When something tastes good, what do you want to do? If you bite into something,
Right.
it tastes good.
Have more. Absolutely.
So if you have something and it tastes good, you want to eat more of it, you want to suck on it more, you want to lick on it more. So that is another thing that's good. It's chocolate. Every woman loves chocolate. I
Right.
love chocolate. So why wouldn't you?
That's one of your items too.
Yes, we do have chocolate massage edible
Wonderful.
candles, ladies. Though we're gonna have to set that up. With you being a therapist, I'm gonna have to bring some of the candles down. We have 2 of them that are edible. One is watermelon, and we have chocolate. So you can show that during those massages with these candles, what they really are.
You know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll have
We're
to get
thinking
together on
about
that.
Doing showing couples how to massage each other, and that'll be perfect.
The
for them.
candles are divine. They're great moisturizers. Like, I burn my watermelon all the time just because I like the smell of the watermelon in the house. And when I will put some on my hand because it is still good moisturizer. And our products are vegan friendly, so they're actually healthy stuff. And we'll talk about that. We'll get something going with that. But, so yeah. So I think that's good. I mean, she's doing chocolate, and it's probably because it's easier. It tastes, with the consistency of it. So I can see why she want to say Hershey
It's a
chocolate.
little messy,
Really
though,
good.
but yeah.
But hey, sex is messy.
Yeah.
To me, sometimes the nastier, the messier, the better.
I
I
got a
don't know.
question for y'all.
Mhm.
Do y'all like y'all men shaved?
To me, it doesn't matter as long as it's neat.
So shaved a little bit.
They don't have to
Right.
be bald, as long as it's neat.
Right, but what's the word? Trimmed. You know.
Right.
But it's a natural thing for hair to grow there. I mean,
Right.
we want you to be, shape it up and, keep it.
Out of the way.
We don't want to forest.
Mhm.
But we want to make sure that you, that you took,
Right.
took your
Long as
liberties
it's
and-
cleaned up, really nice.
Right.
I think that's a plus. You don't have to be bald. Now
Right.
those dolls, they can put hair on if you want to.
But
You can put hair, it can be shaved, either or.
Mm.
So that's just another way to customize your dolls if you decide that you want to do a little customization.
And there's some guys that really enjoy like a bunch of
Yeah.
hair. Yeah. And there's some guys that prefer there's none. So
Right.
they're making it very
Now I've been
marketable.
told, like a
Really.
couple of guys have told me in conversation that they don't like it to be hairless, to
Mhm.
just be completely bald, because they
Right.
was like, they have young daughters, and they just like, it's just they don't want that. They'll rather have some hair. They was like, that's grown woman when you have some hair. So I kind of get that.
That's
And
funny.
to each his own. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh,
Different
you know,
reason, but
right.
yeah, I mean,
right,
I think as long as it's clean.
clean.
right.
It don't
Now,
matter.
perfectly, my wife, she did like one day. I don't know what she did. It was like no hair, like nowhere.
She
I was
probably
She go
what
and
did
get
you
waxed?
do?
Yeah.
Like, she like everywhere though,
Yeah.
and it was a turn on, like crazy. I was like, wow.
I know.
That
It's like,
makes
do
a
that
big
again,
difference.
baby. I know.
We
yeah.
have to give
But
Miss
waxing
Story
hurts,
here.
so give her a lot of sugar when you get home,
Yes.
'cause that hurt.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's not
Now
even.
you talking about weird. Have you ever had any part of your hair snatched off? A wax? Oh goodness. And I prefer threading over waxing.
Oh my
Especially if I
gosh,
get my
threading.
eyebrows
Down there?
done.
Threading
No,
is-
like
Oh,
I'm
right.
just
I was
saying,
gonna
like
say,
waxing like on my eyebrows. No,
It's like they thread that
No.
too.
they probably will if they
threading
for the
makes me
right
cry.
cost.
I cannot.
I can do the
Threading is-
threading on my eyebrows, but the waxing is just it's harsh.
I
to
mean,
me.
but one snatch and I'm good. Do not thread and snatch every hair.
hair out. You can't do
No,
it.
I cannot. It makes seriously. It makes my stomach turn. I cannot.
So for
Oh.
the listeners, I want you all to, as we're talking about hair, yay or nay, I want you all to let me know, what do you think about that? What do you think about hair? If you want to leave that in your comments of as you're listening to this, or if you want to email me, you can. Again, you can find my information on my bedroomcandy.kia page and also on YouTube. What are your thoughts about hair? Do you like your partner to have hair? Does it have to be that little cute landing strip? You know, some guys like the landing strip, some guys like it bald. Like, what is your preference? So we can talk about this coming up. I think this is a good conversation to have because it's a couple of reasons why you don't want to really be bald, especially for women. And those are just different health reasons, and we'll get into that on the next show. I'm going to bring that up on the next show so y'all can tell me what
And is
y'all
it
think.
different for men and women? So I think that's a distinction.
Right.
Too. So
Right.
when you answer that question, just let us know.
Let us know, what do you prefer? And so what part of this show, I think it's about time for us to start winding down a little bit. So we do know for sure, the toy in the bag, the bunny, you'll love it. Is it a yay or a nay?
It's a yay.
She like, yeah. You already got that one.
I'm going to have my consultation later.
So,
I would
so how
use
much
that with
is
my
this?
wife. I would.
These are $89.
And I'm sure worth every penny.
Well, you got some of them dolls in your bag?
No, I don't. No,
You
if I
ain't got
had
none
that
in the
doll,
trunk?
no, I had to bring that doll in here and be like, somebody help me. I had to roll it in on the.
So I wonder.
I'm gonna
Okay,
make
so
a fortune
a
off
lot
a
of women
doll.
like big guys like Rick Ross or Notorious B.I.G. whatever.
Oh,
they
that
like
would
big guys.
probably be real pricey.
So, I mean, seriously. So
Yes.
that's really.
What
heavy
about if
too.
he's
Like, how do
really
you-
tall? Like I
See,
like
that's
tall
what-
guys.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Oh,
See, this
man.
this is limitless.
He's
Now
like
you got me
6
thinking
feet
about
or
it. I'm
taller.
gonna call. I'm just
So we've changed your
joking.
mind.
I wouldn't dare. I
Yes,
shouldn't.
you. Come on.
I
I
love
mean,
it when they call me
And
Big
I don't want,
Papa.
y'all,
Right.
look, listeners, I am a nice lady. I'm serious. I am a nice lady. But
I wish I could see
we
his
have
face.
somebody I got somebody I can call. I ain't got to get no doll. I ain't got to waste that money.
But what? But we don't. But listen.
So
this
when
is-
do you use your toys? I mean, if that's the case,
When he at
if
work,
you
I'm
all
just-
see, that's what I'm saying now.
No,
And do your man help you? Like, does he use your toys with you?
absolutely.
I think most guys like that.
Yeah.
Most guys, and
Yeah.
you probably can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Guys love.
I love to see
Can
my
I
wife
watch you?
turned
Can you
on.
watch
You know
it?
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Can I
that's
watch
the
I
you?
kind of like her. I like to see her lose control a little bit.
Right.
And
Oh
I
my
can tell when
God.
she's trying
Right.
not to, and it's just like,
Right, because we don't want to
Damn,
lose
I ain't never
control.
seen
Yeah,
that.
but you're like, yeah, that's, hey,
It's a control thing.
I'm
yeah.
speechless.
It turns you on though.
Right.
It
It's a turn
does.
on.
Right.
And so, but like I said, I still got some, I mean,
I
My-
think if we
She's
went
like,
through.
I got a bag of dudes. I mean, for real.
No, but everybody
need
has
no-
somebody they can call. Now, my friend lives out of town. The
Mm-hmm.
one, I mean, okay, you got one that you want and one that you can have. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Okay.
and I am not a hoochie mama, y'all. I
That is not a hoochie mama. This is
This
judge
is
free.
no
But I'm
And
just
judgment
can't
saying-
zone.
nobody out there in
No judgment
radio
radio.
land judge nobody.
But no,
Don't
I
tell
mean,
them what they got going on.
You got the one that you want,
Mhm.
like
Okay.
want, like you said, those thoughts. When I pull out my toys, who am I thinking
Did
about?
you say thoughts?
Young
or
Jeezy.
thoughts?
So,
Oh, okay.
them thoughts.
About
No,
yours.
no. But when you're having those thoughts and you pull your toy out, that's the one you think about. That's who you want. But then there's the one that you can have, but you don't really want him. I mean, like.
Gotcha.
you're
But
like,
what about the one that
he's
you
more-
have and you like? I think that's the difference.
Right.
One that
that's
you
what-
wanna
So
be
he
with.
lives out of town. So, it's those stolen moments.
Right.
You know.
That you have to
So,
keep
but
up.
like I said, when I can't get to him or he can't get to me, I go in my little bag,
And that's the perfect time to use a dog.
That's
Same
a-
thing.
But what if
man,
the
same
dog looked
thing.
it like him that's out of town? Come on, Mahogany. If he looked it like Boo that's out of town, I think you'll be okay with it.
But like I said, it's still that ass smack, that hair grab. It's still that extra that
dildo
dog
can't
can't.
do.
No, it can't.
But I guess you're saying because it's
Do you
so
grab your own
human-like.
hair?
Right.
With the dildo, it's like
no.
Choke
No,
yourself.
a little bit, don't you?
You know.
I do it.
I am never speaking to either one of y'all.
Do
again.
not pass out. I've been in a situation. We were talking about this last night. Like sometime if you being choked, have you almost? We are completely off subject, but hey, that's what we do here at
Yeah.
Kandid.
Yeah, no.
Getting candid with Kia. We have candid conversations. Have you
Almost
almost
No.
during a choking session? I call it a choking session. Have you ever almost passed out? Oh
You
my
choke
goodness.
yourself?
No, like I have had sex before.
And you
Been
like
having
to get
sex,
choked.
and I was, being choked,
Mhm.
and I almost passed out.
You liked it?
I did.
Y'all need to say
My
the word.
ex-girlfriend.
Right.
I had an ex in college.
Mhm.
And for some reason, she liked to abuse me.
Wow.
Like,
was-
she had nails.
Oh.
And, like, she would, like, scratch me. And I'm like,
Did it turn you on?
a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was
Yeah.
like,
That's
because
what
I was trying to sleep
I-
with somebody else at the same time. So I was like, I can't
You
go
was all
around them with,
jacked.
like,
exactly.
nails.
Jacked up.
Like, and I was like,
Cocoa
is she
butter.
marking her territory? Or
Yeah,
is she really
she
into
really
this?
was
She
marking her
was-
territory,
it was
and
a
she
little
was
both.
probably into it. Now,
Yeah.
it is a certain thing called BDSM that comes with
Right.
dominatrix and stuff like that. But when you're into BDSM, it's a little different because it's not abuse. It's not abuse. You're supposed to make sure that you have your safe words.
Right.
And in college, you don't know nothing about safe words. But you don't want to be abusive because that goes
Right.
another
Right,
thing.
whole nother
Now,
direction.
if she's choking you, or maybe hitting you a little bit. That's part of it. But if she's like leaving scars and stuff like that,
Give me a
that's a
minute.
little much, right?
Yeah. I used
You
to
wake
have
up,
that.
your back tore up. You like,
Wow.
oh, this ain't right.
Yeah.
So
Your
yeah,
neck
but
was
I get what you're saying, right? Yeah, but
Messed
I
me up with my
she
girlfriend.
was oh my, she marking her territory.
So
It's
why were
over.
you, okay, so why were you
I have
sleeping
nothing
with the
to-
other girl?
Because
was
that's
she
what
not
men
doing
do.
it for you?
I was just in college.
Yeah, right, that's what
men
happened in
do.
college. That's what
Yeah.
men do. They sleep with everybody.
Oh.
That's
I mean,
that
but you
thing.
got like a bag of dudes now. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we
no,
grown.
I have a bag of toys. I have a bag of toys. I do not have a bag of dudes. Okay? No.
Well, we're gonna end up eventually getting this sculpted so it'll look like Bay out of town. Out of town Bay. What about that?
I just need out of town Bay. I do not need a lookalike.
Where you at?
No,
I hope
no.
out of town Bay listen to this. Bay, she done made a, she let you know.
That
She
would
put
be
it out
something.
there.
Let me text him.
Okay.
On the way.
That
Right.
would be so funny.
When I make him come in next weekend.
I know. That would be so funny.
You know how many dildos she would have had by then?
Stop it. Stop it.
But no, that should be the time when you don't use your
Right.
sex toy.
Of course.
So you got to make sure the build up is
build-up is
great
good.
when that happens.
Mm.
Make sure that is great. So, okay. So for this part, and as we're gonna get ready to start closing out, hope you all have enjoyed yourselves. Because I'm enjoying myself during this.
Yeah, this was fun.
And so, this is called the tip. What is your tip? Put in your tip of what you get from this show.
Right. Well, like I was saying earlier, sometimes you don't know what you like until somebody does it.
Mhm.
So don't be so reserved and such a stick in the mud. If somebody says, or if somebody smacks you, kind of go with it. I mean, You never know.
Okay.
Just never know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And what's your tip?
I think
Put your tip in.
let's not be too quick to judge. It's kind of the same thing you said. It's just like if you into someone,
Right.
just kind of have an open mind with the whole sex thing. Don't be too quick to judge
Right.
people on what they may be doing. And I think once you open your mind,
Right.
sex can be unlimited.
Yes, anything can be unlimited once you open your mind. So my tip would be for this show and what I have learned is that sex dolls is not for everyone, but if they are for you, make sure you take care of them. Make sure you talk about them and let the person that you're dealing with know about them. I think that's reasonable to do that. You would think no?
Look, keep your sex doll in the trunk.
Don't put her in the trunk. Don't mistreat
If
her.
you think she gonna judge
Don't
you,
mistreat her.
you don't want to get rid of your sex doll. Keep your doll.
No,
in the
don't
trunk.
get rid of your sex doll. And don't get rid of none of your massages. Don't get rid of
I know
nothing
somebody
that
that-
you enjoy. Because, again, it goes back into, hey, this is what I like. This is what I'm into. And the person that you involved with should be
Right.
able to accept
Right.
that. They shouldn't
Right.
want to
And what if
come
they
in
don't
and
stick
change you from
around?
that. If they don't stick around, then
All your
they don't.
toys
You
gone.
don't need them.
You messed up.
Right. And if they don't stick around, you definitely don't
Right.
need them. So I would say, again, and piggybacking off everybody here, is that one of the best things to do is make sure you don't judge, be open-minded, have fun. Sex is all about fun. Healthy fun. Make sure that you are protecting yourselves. This month of February, is not only Black History Month, but it is National Condom Month as well. So make sure you're
Is that a
protecting.
coincidence?
I know, right?
But anyway.
Protect yourself. Make sure that you are having safe sex. Make sure that you are talking to your partner. Because how does your partner supposed to know what you like if you don't tell them? You have to tell them
It's true.
in order to have good, healthy
Right.
sex.
And married folks, talk about sex.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Talk about
Because
sex.
the same little trick you used to do in
Yes.
the beginning may not work now.
Right.
That
You
too.
got to do constant communication about all
That's true.
those things.
And I'm so happy you are here as a male, a married man, saying that.
Yeah.
That is great.
Switch
Is
it up.
there? I hope y'all are listening to this out there in Radio Land. Did you just hear what this married man has said?
Mhm.
Talk about it. This
Talk
is what
about
it's
it.
about. If you are wanting to have good sex, you have to talk about it. It's
Mhm.
very important. And like I said, ladies and gents, grab your mirror every month. Every week, look at yourself, touch yourself, taste yourself, do whatever you have to do, know what you like so you can let your partner, your lover know, and make sure that you talk about these things. So that is our closing for the official show for Get Candid with Kia. Excuse me, I'm going to change up my whole show. You know what I'm saying? Get Candid with Kia. We are here having candid conversations. Again, I will see you all on next Thursday. Hopefully, Mahogany and Lamar will be back with me in the upcoming months. I think this has been a great session. And so we have more to come. You can find us all on Facebook. I will make sure that everyone drops their links. Mahogany has a lot of different things going on. And as you all know, Lamar is a licensed massage therapist. So please make sure you go to Life Touch Massage and see them. He's on Facebook. And hey, let's have some fun. Go have good, healthy sex and enjoy yourself. So we will talk to you soon. Thanks. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.